Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we will be talking about how to hide empty vacant scalp. I don't want to use the word baldness because I have been myself have been suffering from this for last 4-5 years. The places in my scalp which don't look good if I tie up my hair or if I side part my hair sometimes. So this is a much requested video from many of my subscribers who are suffering from this problem. So I thought of sharing some hacks, some tips and tricks to hide the baldness of your scalp. And whatever tips and tricks I will be sharing with you guys, I have already tried them. They do really work. That's why I am sharing this with you guys today. So one thing I will just let you know, like before, it's not like I'm not a dermatologist or I don't have any idea regarding this hair fall and all this things. I don't have that I'll not give that long speech regarding this, but what I would like to tell you that nowadays this is a very vital problem for both guys and girls, and most of them are suffering from this problem. Like, hair doesn't only fall from this portion of our scalp, it is uprooted from many parts, but the thing is that the hair which we have in this area, they regrowth very low. Their growth rate is very low, very rare. That's why we have this problem of showing parts of this area, sparse areas, vacant areas are shown from here. Like, our skin can peep through the hair in this area, which doesn't at all look good. And so let's get started with the hacks so that you can try them as well. So hack number 1, you have a eyeshadow palette at your home. You can get any eyeshadow palette, you can get the Wet n Wild one. We can get even cheaper eyeshadow palettes. So take an eyeshadow palette and make sure that you have this shades in the palette, like this grayish, this brownish, this dark brownish, this grayish shades, and this black shades. Okay, so when you are there with these shades, you don't have to worry about hiding your baldness. So you are there, you don't have to buy any eyeshadow palette for this. You can use this shades, and I will tell you how. You have to get a rat comb for this. This combs are used because it's very easy to do sections in your hair. I will show you right now. Like, if I make this kind of section, you can see this vacant spaces in my hair which doesn't looks good. So I will be showing you how to hide this place. So I will be using this brush which is provided with this eyeshadow palette. You can use any other brush. If you don't have a palette, you don't have the same palette, you can use any other brush. So I will be taking this black and brown, this gray and black, and what you have to do is that you have to deposit the shade over here. Like in these places, and don't concentrate in a single place. You have to go around. Like, I will take another part and get to this sparse areas. Now you have to make sections of your hair, and you have to find out where you have this sparse areas, and you have to hide them like this. Now for the people who have very oily scalp, like they sweat like anything, or if it rains or something, they don't have the product, they will not be having the product on their scalp. So for very sweaty scalp, I also have another thing with this hack, that is, you can use a primer. Any primer will do. What you have to do is that you just take a single drop. I am using the Color Bar primer, but you can use any primer which you have. Now just this much drop is more than enough. Just blend it between your fingers, and suppose I am taking this part and I am applying the primer over here and here, like this. Now to hide this area, I will be again taking this palette and applying this onto the areas where I have applied the primer, like where you have the emptiness. And the product will cling to it, the product will stick to it for the whole day if you have a sweaty scalp. Now my hack number two is a brow powder or a brow pomade. So you can use any brow powder or you can use a brow pomade as well. So you can even use the brow pomades to hide your gray hairs as well. Like I have some gray hairs over this part. You can use it like directly on the gray hair and you can hide it for that day with this pomade. Now I will show you how to hide your baldness with this pomade. Like when I middle part my hair like this, there are many sparse areas and I will be using this pomade as because this is a waxy creamy texture. It clings to your sections of the hair and it tends not to move throughout the day, so it's a good idea to use a pomade. Now what I will suggest you, don't overdo anything. Like we all are born and brought up and grown with some defects. Like if you don't have much hair, don't be worried about that. So don't overdo, like it should not look unnatural at all. That is the main thing. It should look natural at any ways. Now after that, if you use a hairbrush, I'm using this one only, and just brush your hair out and it's done. You can see that this line is a narrower line right now, which used to be a broader one prior to this. Now you can also use this brow powder if you are fond of powder products and if you don't sweat that much. So you can even use this brow powder and this thing to apply this. The same process like the eyeshadow as I did. Which one is handy with you, you can use that one. Now hack number 3 is, let me side part my hair once again. Now this part. Now hack number 3 is using a mascara. What you have to do is that you take out this mascara wand. Use any old mascara wand. Don't use this one. Use any old mascara wand. Take out some products out of this, like this, and with a very, very, very light hand, apply this in the areas. Now don't forget to use a second wand, because if you use this wand which is dipped in mascara, it will take out a lot more product and it will deposit a lot more product, which will definitely not look good. And make sure that you use a waterproof version of mascara, which I am using. I have used the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. This is a waterproof mascara. You can get any waterproof mascara out there, and even Maybelline does very good waterproof mascaras, so that's not a problem. You can find it out, and if you like this hack, you can definitely go for this. Now I will be showing another hack for those who has a very, like in the forehead areas, they have very less hair. Like they have less hair in this parts or in this parts or in this parts. So many of them even use the vermilion powder, like using sindoor for days and days and long time, like years and years, also makes the hair in this area, this part thicker, sorry, thinner. So another hack is that you can use a brush and you can use any contour powder, like any contour powder. I'm using the W7 Matte Bronze Contour Powder. And guys, one thing you have to remember as always, like you have to use a matte eyeshadow, you have to use a matte contour powder without any shimmer, because if it shines, it doesn't definitely looks good. So I'm taking the contour powder, dusting it out, and what I will be doing is that I'm just going in these parts. And definitely blend this with your hair. Now you can take this powder in this portions as well if you have a vacant area, and just deposit them like this. And you can even apply it in the sides to make your forehead look, it's everyone's is known to this fact that for making your forehead look smaller, you can always use a bronzer. And I will always suggest to use a powder product over here, not a cream product, because if you sweat or if the cream comes out, it doesn't really looks good. Do try to select a bronzing shade which is 2 shades darker than your skin tone. And so that's all for today's video. I have kept it short and simple, and I have tried to use the products which are very much handy with you guys. You don't have to go out and don't have to buy a new product for this, for trying these tips and tricks. So please do let me know in the comment section below, after applying this on you, that how these tricks worked for you guys, as because this has worked for me. I hope this will work for you guys as well. And please let me know if you want to see more tips and tricks videos like this. And if you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe with your friends and family, and give a big thumbs up and hit the bell icon beside the subscribe button, so that you are tuned to my channel as always. You can even stalk me in Instagram and Facebook. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.